Well, I love to sing my country song, but there's one thing that brings me more joy. That's sitting right down to a tasty meal. Guess you could call me the Hungry Cowboy. I might find it in a trailer or a restaurant, or maybe at my cousin Elroy's. Should have even been known to cook it for myself. Yeah, that's right, I'm the Hungry Cowboy. Yeah, I sure am a hungry cowboy. Oh, let's eat, kids.
Hello, friends. Jim Nance. Ah, crap. Line? Yeah. Hi there. I'm Eric Neznik, the Hungry Cowboy, and today we are going to make cranberry pumpkin cookies, or pumpkin cranberry cookies, depending on which flavor you like best. It is a beautiful fall day here in Austin, Texas, and I hope it's a beautiful fall day wherever you are. I love fall. It's probably my favorite season of the year, although living in Texas like I do now, it misses a little bit. Growing up in the middle of Minnesota, fall was kind of a prized season because, frankly, we knew what was around the corner. 3 feet of snow, howling winds, god-awful temperatures. Back to this story, we again are going to make cranberry pumpkin cookies. And the first thing I need you to do, if you're going to try this at home along with me, is preheat your oven to 375. 375. Go do that right now, and we'll discuss some ingredients right after this. All right, the first thing we're going to do on our way toward delicious cranberry pumpkin cookies is to do some blending. There's all kinds of ingredients here, but right now we're going to focus on just two: butter and sugar. Can't go wrong with those. 1 cup, nope, sorry, strike that, half a cup, one little stick of butter. Melt it down a little bit, get it kind of soft, and 1 cup of sugar. Butter. All right, butter's in there, sugar's in there, and you're going to beat that until it's light and fluffy. Now, obviously, you're going to need your good friend Mixer Mixer. He was a pretty big 80s group. I think he sang songs like, "Take these broken wings and learn to fly again." And he also had, "Carry aliens on down the road that I must travel." I broke Mixer Mixer. Oh boy. Mixer Mixer doesn't like how I sing. Oh, he loves how I sing. "Carry aliens on down the road that I must travel." Need to lower the key a little bit. I'm not an 80s superstar. "Oh, I'm waiting for you to get light and fluffy." I wonder at which point you decide that this is light and fluffy. Does that look light and fluffy? It's pretty light. I can't really speak for the fluffy part yet. It can't be that critical. Faster? Oh, faster! "I'm so light, and I'm getting fluffy, like a teddy bear." Ooh. Good enough for me. Light and fluffy, milk and sugar. Except that's not milk, it's butter. Butter and sugar, light and fluffy. We're good to go. Next step is line. All right, after you have your butter and sugar, light and fluffy, you need 3 things. 1 cup of pumpkin puree, which I think you probably could take a real pumpkin and puree it. This is actually called pumpkin puree. 1 teaspoon of vanilla. 1 dead chicken in a bowl, otherwise known as an egg. Large, grade A. Vanilla. And pumpkin puree. That was disgusting. Now, that was really gross. Really, and you should see how it looks. I'm not even going to show you how it looks. It looks like it sounded. All right, so I'm going to take the rest of this pumpkin puree with my spatula that was down here. I'm still trying to get over the sound and visual that gave me. I'm going to mix it up to make it all go away from my head. Mix it up, pumpkin puree, 1 egg, and some of the vanilla we stuck in there. Mix it around with your sugar and your butter, and you will make the nastiness go away. I have no idea how long I'm supposed to beat this. My guess would be until right now. Step 2, done. Moving right along. All right, next up is a brand new bowl. We're going to leave our pumpkin puree slop over there. Into here, you're going to put 5 things. First, 2 and 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour. A little of the AP, who hopefully will have a better game on Sunday than he did on Monday. 2 teaspoons of baking powder. 1 y 2. 1 teaspoon baking soda. Now they're mixed together like cocaine and... Are there any other white drugs, powdery kind of things? I don't know my drugs very well. Anyway, there's a teaspoon of baking soda. We're going to do 1/2 teaspoon of salt. It looks like about 1/2. And 1 full teaspoon of cinnamon. And if you don't like cinnamon, that's going to be a problem. Because in this recipe, you have to have 1 full teaspoon of our good friend, cinnamon. Pretty close. All right. So once those 5 things are in there, just whisk it up a little bit, kind of get it mixed. See, look at that. Even if you don't like cinnamon, it basically goes away. You can hardly see any cinnamon in there. It's all white, white, white. It's like a cokehead's dream. Delicious, says Mr. Cokehead. Give me a $20 bill and let me snort some of that. I don't know any cokeheads, but if you do, he's going to love this. Until it gets mixed with that, then it doesn't become nearly as special to our friend Mr. Cokehead. All right, that's done. Got a bowl of this stuff, bowl of that stuff. My guess is we're going to put them all together here really, really quickly. All right, kids, next up, you take your pumpkin stuff, you take your Coke, you put this in here. You could do it the other way around, I suppose, but what sense does that make? Go back to mixer and mix. Take this flour and mix it with the pumpkin puree. Mix this puree and learn to eat again. Love those calories. Ah, that hurt. All right, folks, next up, we're going to do some zesting of an orange. I couldn't find my normal zester, so I grabbed the cowbell. Ding, ding, ding. You are looking for 1 tablespoon of orange zest. As you can see, I've already tried this, and frankly, it's not working very well. It's not really, I don't know, it's not really zesting the way I like it to zest. I think it's all staying on the, look at that, I've zested 30 times and there's like 6 little pieces on the plate. This zester is dumb. It's like orange snow. Snow, 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 ba-da-da-da. That makes me excited about the Christmas season coming up. Watching White Christmas, It's a Wonderful Life, Bad Santa, Miracle on 34th Street. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. It's still fall, and it is still time for cranberry pumpkin cookies. But by the time I get a tablespoon of orange zest, I probably will be 2 hours into a very, very nice Jimmy Stewart movie. Well, Mary. I have a friend Patrick who does a very good Jimmy Stewart impersonation. He's also a heck of a musician. It must be nice to be doubly blessed. Play music and be able to do Jimmy Stewart. Lucky. All right, I'm just about out on this orange. And frankly, the orange, where is the zest going? I've zested the whole stupid orange. There's nothing left on it, but there's no zest. It's zestless. It is without zest. You know what? I am just going to hope for the best with my zest. And hope that there's a tablespoon of zest or something close to a tablespoon. I'm done. This thing is de-zested. It's like a naked turkey. Zest in. Again, you were going for 1 tablespoon. Close enough. To that, you shall add 1 cup of delicious fall cranberries. And a half a cup of little pecan chunks. You could probably do whole pecans, but chunks are going to make it a lot better. Half a cup of pecans, 1 cup cranberries, 1 pathetic and stupid tablespoon of orange zest. Find yourself a spatula, probably a dirty one out of your sink. That's my favorite kind. Dry it off, leave your hands wet. I never ever have napkins or towels around. It's kind of a running theme. At any rate, go ahead and start mixing this all together. We are finalizing the dough for these delicious cranberry pumpkin cookies. It's kind of oozing like orange ectoplasm. It's the Attack of the Killer Pumpkin Puree. Okay, next it is time to do the fun stuff. This is the second most fun part next to eating it. This is getting it all ready on the tray. Get yourself a cookie tray. Most of the newer ones are pretty good about not sticking anyway, but you might as well throw a little bit of Pam or Susan or Molly or Heather or whoever you've got around your house. Throw a little bit of her on the tray. She won't mind. And then, by about a teaspoonful, go ahead and start slopping your stuff, your mixture, on your tray. That one is bigger than a teaspoon. That one might be about a teaspoon. That one, I have checked, and that one is exactly a teaspoon. However, I don't know that it has a cranberry in it, which is kind of sad. All right, and when you've got a plate full of them, or a tray full of them, they are going in your oven, again at 375 for 10 to 12 minutes. And they are going to come out warm, fresh, golden, delicious, and I will prove to you just how delicious they are in 10 to 12 minutes. So it is just about time to pull these bad boys out of the oven. 2, 1, what did I say? Let's see what they look like. I suppose I should have something other than my hand to grab that with. So, I'm going to transfer these guys over to a cooling rack. Boy, they look fun. They look really fun. I hope they taste as good as they look. Now, let's say that, for instance, you don't know how to use an oven. Or maybe when you're seeing this, you're laying in bed and you're kind of bored and you're thinking, he's kind of stupid, cookies, whatever, great. And you want some, but you don't really feel like doing what I just did. Kids, this is your lucky day. Well, depending on how these taste, it could be your lucky day. Because these cookies, normally I'd be making these for my belly. But right now, I'm making them for your belly. Go to my website, www.ericnesnik.com, and check out some information for a way to get me to send you some of these cookies. I am going to try one to make sure they're decent, because if they're not, this whole thing was for nothing. But I am going to go out on a limb and assume that they taste just fine and dandy. I will not be sending you this one. This one I will eat. That was the rhythm of Jingle Bells. You're going to want me to send you these. Look at the steam roll off that bad boy. Oh, wow. That one had a good cranberry bite, and that's my favorite part. Get to the website now. Don't waste any more time. ericnesnik.com. I want to send you cookies. Cookies in your Buddha. Delicious. I'm going to sign off for now. I have a feeling I'm probably going to eat 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 more of those. Don't worry, I'll make more just for you. Take care, kids. This is Eric Neznik, the Hungry Cowboy. Catch you next time. Yum, 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 yum. That is so good. That is surprisingly good. I mean, not to say that. You know what it is? It's the orange zest. That frickin' orange zest is what I'm tasting. Wow, I don't know if I can screw that up the right way again, because there's just the right amount of orange zest. And I don't know if I got a tablespoon. It might have been a little more, a little less. But it's got the perfect amount of orange zest in it. I will try to do it for you, folks. Wow. Cookie's good. Good.